Alright guys, what I got for you here today is the Bear Grylls Serious Fire Starter Kit. Or just Fire Starter. I know that many of you hear the name Bear Grylls and already flinch or grind your teeth. But say what you want about the man, he has become famous, so obviously he's going to have his own series of gear. Now, remember, this is made by Gerbear. Gerbear. And Gerbear doesn't really put out, trash. Their stuff more or less is okay. It's not, they don't do the best gear out there, but it's definitely quality. Now, I purchased this thing while I was at REI, walking down the aisles, just looking at something else to get. I have a few extra bucks. I was like, looking, no, what should I get? And then when I saw this, I thought, oh, it's just another fire flint. But what I liked about this one is some of the features that it comes with. Let me explain that. Right here at the top, it has a compartment for your flint. For your tinder. And I thought, wow, that's really clever. That's something that I hadn't seen before. Now, obviously, there are other companies that has done similar things, but at the time that I purchased this, this was the first time I had seen a fire flint with this little feature. Now, this is just like any other fire steel. It comes with your rod, and it comes with a striker, which is a nice feature because, well, I have a couple of fire flints that don't have that is just a steel rod and don't have a striker, and this is supposed to be waterproof. It's supposed to keep once you close it, it's supposed to keep your fire steel from getting wet, because it has this orange O-ring you see right here. But the problem that I have with that is that you see how flimsy this is. There's been a couple times that this has been like this, right about to fall off, and I didn't even notice until the last second. So that could make this almost a little redundant if the O-ring were to fall off. But anyway, the kit originally came with a black lanyard. As you can see, I put an orange one because I think not only does it goes well with the orange that this already comes with, but I think it's highly visible than a black lanyard. It also came with this little whistle right here at the end of the lanyard. But I took it off because I was using this with another kit. I might put it back on because, well, I don't know what to do with this thing. I have other whistles with me that are better, but I do think this is a nice little whistle that is fairly loud for the size, and it'll be nice to have in a pinch. Problem is, this lanyard is not your regular 7-strand paracord. I don't remember what's the name of this kind of cord, but it doesn't fit here very well. I need to kind of squeeze it in, and even then this will fall off. Now, as all of the other Bear Grylls gear, it comes with this little survival instructions right here, and I like what it says: "Sorry, in a spot of trouble." Now, I know what a lot of you might be thinking. This is useless. This should be all information that you should have with you at all times. That you should know yourself already. Like how to make fire with different methods. How to do shelter, how to signal with a mirror, or how to make a smoke signal. And I agree with you. This is information that you should have. You should already know. But I do think that it's useful to have just in case. That in a stressful situation, chances are you're going to be too nervous, or the adrenaline is going to be pumping, or your fight or flight response might kick in, and you might forget everything. If you still think that this is probably useless, here's a comparison. These are a couple of survival cards that came with a couple of SC products that I purchased. Now, if you think SC doesn't know what they're doing, Well, you probably already know that these guys are survival experts. So if they think that it's a good idea to have this with you, well, I then agree that it's probably a good idea to have this as well. Yeah, this came with a couple of stuff that I purchased from them. And this is fairly small. I mean, it's a little thick piece of paper and it's water resistant paper. So if you have it in your pocket, in your wallet, you know, it probably will be fine. Now, going back to the fire steel, I do have some issues with it. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, it also comes with some instructions, like the Morse code right here. Let's see if my camera will focus. There you go. This is mountain alpine rescue signals, and the other side comes with the Morse code for SOS. Again, all of this stuff that you should already know. Comes with a sign for yes, I need help, or no, everything it's okay. Again, you should probably know this already, but as a comparison, again, this is the SE Survival Fire Kit, and they also put that kind of information over here. I don't think my camera can focus, but they put a lot more, you know. So if these guys think that it's a good thing to have some kind of extra information with you just to remind yourself, or just to read, or just to anything in an emergency situation, I don't think it's too bad that, you know, they put this here as well. So I know I've seen a lot of people criticize this because, oh, this is useless, this is pointless, but come on, it's like in a dangerous situation, your stress is going to kick in, and it has been proven that people tend to forget just the most basic stuff. So I think it's good to have this, especially because it's a very bright orange. It's really easy to read. This one on the SC Fire Kit, I have the black one. It's not as easy to read, especially because it's so small, but it's more information. And but the advantage of this one, the thing is that they laser engrave it, and this one, the thing is just some kind of paint. But as you can see, I don't know if you can really tell, but I've been using this fire steel quite some, just a few times, and I've been throwing it back and forth between my pack, my wife's pack, my sister's, my brother's, and it hasn't really worn out. You know, it won't come off easy, so I think that's a good thing. Now, I do have the problems with this fire steel that this striker is not very sharp, so it takes a little while to, you know, to get the right angle to make it spark. Also, I think it's a little too big. Like, once packed away, I mean, just as a comparison, here's the SC one. No, well, I guess the SC one is also kind of big, but I think it's a little too big. And this is just a push-in type of compartment. So if for some reason this would get entangled, this core or something, it would just go off flying. But balls stay there fairly well. So I guess it's not the end of the world. I think. Oh, and the other issue I have with this is the ergonomics. I don't think it's that comfortable in the hand, especially this part right here. But and then I do appreciate that at least it put some finger holes right here to make it just a little bit easier for yourself. But it could be better. This retails for about 15 bucks. You can probably find it online just a little bit cheaper. And you know what? For 15 bucks, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's horrible. And I think that it's a good gift, especially for somebody who's not an expert or is not an experienced hiker or backpacker. This has enough information to I don't know, just do the most basic survival stuff, if you include this, of course. And I like the colors. Maybe I wish this was black instead of gray. I'm not a very fan of gray colors all the time. But if you add this super bright lanyard, it makes it even better. And you know what? It's not the worst fire flame that I've seen. Just like many other fire flames, it works, period. I mean, it does its job. And I don't know, it's one of the better Bear Grylls items I've seen out there. You know, some of these knives are okay. I've seen them at the stores. I play with them. Some of them I just wouldn't even bother. Some of the other stuff, some of the other multi-tools, they're not my thing. But this, for 15 bucks, I think it's a good gift. If you have your own preferences, you know, like in my case, I prefer this one. But, you know, for other people, I think it'll be fine. Anyway, guys, hope you like the review, and if you're curious about this product, if you want to just have an extra fire flint with you, I usually have this. Again, like I said, I usually give this to my wife or to somebody else that's going with me. I think you could do a lot worse than this one. Anyway, have a good day, guys.